Finding and hiring the right employees, it's really tough. If you do a good job at it, you'll probably win. If you're terrible at it, it's probably game over.
Yeah, I make decisions to glow. Ridiculous flow, potential to glow. You know, I just do that. Consolidate my regions, line it up, put them together. Anyone that ever let me down, forget them forever. My memory's bad. Remember me, Thone? My memory's gone. My memory, it limits me home. No tree huggers, cause all the lumber's gone. Knocking on wood, pass through the hood when it's good and they chopping up wood. Breaking up.
Technically, I only have one employee, and she's in the Philippines.
Right now, our company has one employee. He was a little questionable at first, but he's turned into one of our shining stars.
Including myself, Marknology is 15 people in Kansas City and 11 in India.
KC Hempco only has 2 employees. It's just me and my husband. But when we had our store open, we had 4 employees, so it was me and my husband. We also had a wholesale manager, and we had a store manager, so someone who helped us work our retail space.
Fullscale has 6 employees in the United States and currently 183 in Cebu City in the Philippines. When it comes to future hiring, we expect in the next year to hire at least 100 new employees. Over the next 2 years, it's likely we hire 300 new employees. And past that, who knows? It's been enough work trying to keep up with the rapid growth we're experiencing already.
How many people will I hire in the next 2 years? I'm not exactly sure. I'm trying to get more efficient, so I hope not as many as the last 2, but probably at least 10.
In the next 2 years, I want to have maybe 5 or 6 employees.
I would love to be able to add to our team in the next few years. I would love to refill that wholesale management position because Kyle and I are trying so hard to just manufacture and stay up on trends within the business. It would be so nice to have someone who we could just fully trust on a sales team and like set up a sales department for us. That would be ideal.
For us, the hardest part about finding employees is finding people that can make it through our rigorous assessment and hiring process. Overall, it is not easy to get a job at Fullscale. We typically have to receive hundreds of applications to find a very small number of people to hire. So out of 250 people that apply, less than 10 will get a job offer, probably more like 5.
A few tips for hiring successfully. Make sure that you're finding someone who has experience and has a wherewithal of your industry to begin with. Being able to train and kind of mold people is important too. So especially for us, we didn't want someone who was way over the line. We wanted someone that knew a little bit about the industry, knew enough that we could kind of mold them into the employee that we wanted them to be.
I think hiring someone with a referral or maybe starting them off as an intern or a part-timer before you bring them in is a good way to get a quick judge of their work ethic, their organization, and their quality. I don't think you have to jump in completely. Now, in some instances, like to get some people that I wanted, it had to be full-time right away, but internship programs have been good for us to kind of see if we're a good fit with someone, before bringing them on.
Especially in a small business, finding employees that are dynamic and reliable, that's your best bet. Shoot for that over experience all day long because experience can be taught if you are willing to put the time in and willing to kind of let someone possibly fail a little bit on your dime. But if you mentor and nurture them correctly, it's so much better in the long run.
A company's only as good as its employees. Therefore, you need to embrace the hiring and recruitment process and get really good at figuring out who the best people are to work at your company and where you can find them.
A few tips for hiring successfully. I think the first and foremost is go with your gut. Right? Like, yeah, you heard the cliches all the time, hire slow, fire fast. I totally agree with that. That is absolutely true. But how do you pick the one? What if you have a couple that you want to go with? Go with your gut. Like if you follow your gut instinct, you may be wrong, but oftentimes your gut tells you what to do. And it's giving you that sixth sense that you don't know what's going on. So follow your gut.
One of the challenges in hiring new employees is that you have to find people that have a qualified skill set. And the second part of that is that they have to be teachable. You know, everyone comes to a new job with a skill set. That's what you're hiring for. But one of the bonuses and what makes an employee really good is that they're teachable. They can learn new processes, they can learn new platforms, and they can adapt to the needs your company has.
I think one of the hardest parts about hiring new people is finding someone that you can trust. Now, this is all the same, whether it is hiring someone to work a $11 an hour job behind a retail counter, or hiring a high-end developer to work on the back end of your website. Stuff that I have no idea about, but you have to trust that the person that you're hiring, A, knows what they're doing, and B, has the drive to actually get the job done.
I think the hardest thing about finding new employees is deciding what qualities you're looking for in a person. I think it's easy to say, I just want someone good, but like when you really start thinking about what are those qualities for that position that you need, and then in a short amount of time, maybe 1 to 2 to 3 interviews, making a decision. I think that's why someone coming in as a referral from someone else that's quality is such a big deal, is because it can really help you make a decision faster.
The first thing you're looking for when you're looking at potential employees to hire is skill set, right? Can they do the job? Can they run the software? Can they run the platform? Do they have good math skills? Do they know finance? You know, whatever you're hiring for, they have to have the skill set for that. The next important piece is character.
When I'm looking for somebody, I'm looking for people who are organized, who can complete a goal that is set, or a task that is set for them.
The top qualities that we're looking for is competency to understand in-depth scientific research. Someone who is good at selling. We need someone who has drive, someone who isn't afraid of no, someone who chases no, someone who will make 100 phone calls just to get that yes.
Responsibility and reliability are the two biggest ones. I have to have someone that I can trust, and as well as someone that can be personable.
There's a couple things that I absolutely love when it comes to a candidate for a job. I love to see people that are passionate about whatever it is that you're hiring them to do. Why is passion important? If you're passionate about what you do, you're not going to hesitate to get up and do it every day. That means that you're not going to have a lot of bad days. When we hire people at Full Scale, one of the most important attributes we're looking for is problem solving. Software developers are problem solvers. They are fixing bugs and building things and finding solutions all day. It's not always about can you get 100% on a test. It is about your ability to fix a problem and do it quickly and effectively while not leaving a future mess that also needs to be cleaned up.
You know, finding good talent is tough. I think part of it has to do with figuring out the culture for your own company. Like, what's the culture that you want to deal with? What kind of personality types do you want to work with?
What is your company culture like? Our company culture is like the Brady Bunch meets Modern Family.
We care about our employees. It's straightforward. Full Scale, Startup Hustle, we're a family. We work as a team. We win as a team or we lose as a team. As a CEO at Full Scale, I care about everybody that works at our company. I know everyone that works at our company, and we have 200 employees. That kind of involvement and just sincerity when it comes to the well-being, the growth, the happiness of our staff contributes to a company culture that wins. And that's important. We know exactly what kind of employees that we're looking for. And if they show up and do their job, it's our job as a company to hear what they have to say, to take good care of them, and to try to do everything we can to just win as a team. I work with everybody at our company. They don't work for me. Technically, I have a job that makes different decisions and does different stuff than my quote employees. But without them, I don't have a company to be a CEO of. And in the end, it's really important that everyone know that they're working with you, not for you.
All right, company culture. Look, high energy. You gotta have fun. You gotta be willing to laugh, smile, and have a good time. You always gotta do what's right because it's right. And you gotta go above and beyond. Figure out a way to make things better. And it's okay if you mess up. Just try to do things better each and every time, and don't make the same mistakes over and over again.
So people want to work for KC Hemp Co. because they want to be in the weed business. I mean, that's really what it comes down to. We are a CBD company, so we're on the hemp side of the cannabis industry. But this industry is so fun, and it's new, and it's engaging, and people are excited. And being able to be in this industry is a wonderful thing. And so people are excited for something new.
People like working at Full Scale because we do cool stuff. We have Startup Hustle. We work for a ton of different, really interesting technology clients. Our employees want to do things that other people don't get the opportunity to do. They want to be challenged, and they want to work around other people that will help them get better at what they do. So in the end, if people want to challenge themselves, grow their career, and get unique and interesting high-level experience, we're the right place to come work.
Honestly, I don't know why people want to work at Marknology. I mean, I feel humbled every time somebody does, I'll be honest. I know we do cool stuff and we do innovative stuff, and I do believe like you can come here with no degree and work here a year and be worth $60,000 easily with what you learn at Marknology. So those are some factual reasons, but emotionally, like mentally, I don't understand. I'm just humbled every time somebody wants to work here and put their time and energy into something that I'm passionate about.
Still in my brim with a limp like a pimp, though I'm shaped like a wimp. They put no fear in him, it's just me and the end of my timeline. Flow like a fine wine, smelling like fine pine. Yeah, is this the end or just the beginning? Am I losing or winning? Is this reality or am I pretending? I'm Cain and Abel, I murdered my brother cause I'm able. Murdered myself because my alter ego's so unstable. You get that? If you didn't, just sit back, then crack this.